Good morning, welcome back to On the Road Adventure, and today we are in Lake District just having some coffee and breakfast to start the day.
It is so good waking up here and you can feel the sunshine coming through the tent and you know it's time to get up and you know it's going to be another epic day.
I have definitely burnt my face a little bit yesterday on the bike, so it's really sunny today as well.
Oh, we're just going to have a coffee. We need to eat up all the random bits of food we've been collecting because we are going to pack up the tent and move on today.
It's a cowboy coffee and we have some blueberries and yogurt, and I've got some cake that I didn't eat yesterday. And now the most hated part, which is taking the tent down, and we agreed this is Rich's job, and as you can see it can all be done by one person. Actually, I really like this tent, and I like that I can open the bedroom from this side and that side into the mesh door, so I get nice breeze in the morning. Oh no! The breeze is gonna take the tent away. Actually, this tent is easier to set up and take down than it looks. It's only got 3 poles, and it's a tunnel tent. You pull everything tight, job done.
Honestly, this is probably the perfect tent for setting up a base, and despite its size, it does go up and come down really easy. As Eva just said, there's only 3 poles. They can only go in one way. The poles are colour coded, so they can only go in the right slot. It really is idiot proof, and they pack down to that length in a bag. So what we do is we keep the poles separate to the bag and then just stuff the bag in the dry sack, which can go on the outside of your packing gear on the bike, so it doesn't matter if it gets wet. So it's not using valuable space in the luggage. Back on the bikes now, ready to set off. I've just done a loose plan. I think we've got some really nice places to see today. We were just speaking to a chap who's camping here and he likes his bikes, but he also likes his walking, and he says he walks all the way along. He comes here every year and goes up the top of that dirty great hill over there, and he reckons that between that peak of the hill and the big one behind it there's a cave, and people walk up there, camping it overnight and come back down again. That sounds like a cool adventure. I fancy that. He says it only takes about 4 hours to walk around it, but I reckon it'd take me and Eva a lot longer.
Well, I think once you put your bike the way you want to go, you need to help me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, no problem. I'll turn around. That guy also told us about a couple of places in the Yorkshire Dales that we must visit, and lots of bikers go there and stuff, so that is now where we're going. And that is the beauty of having no real plan as to where we're going, because we just make it up as we go along. Whenever someone says, oh yeah, you really must go there, we take their advice and we go there.
I can't go anywhere at the moment.
So this is the problem. As soon as it's parked at a bit of an angle,
I can't even take it off the stand to push it backwards.
Yeah, hoiking this thing up is a bit of a challenge. Not even sure I can do it. You have to push as well. Ready? Go. Here we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's such a shame about the weight of these bikes and the height. I mean, if you were 6 feet tall, you'd probably find that a bit easier because you can get both feet down. But yeah, that is the biggest one complaint about it. But that is kind of not really the bike's fault. It is really, you know, it's just us not able to handle them really. That's the bottom line. Too big and too heavy for our stature.
We can still ride it. It just makes life a little bit more difficult.
All aboard. What a beautiful place there. I am honestly gutted to be leaving here. It is so stunning as campsites go. It's really nice. I would definitely recommend this place if you're coming to tour around the lakes. There's some pods down there, there's a bunkhouse at the top, and obviously there's camping here. I would definitely recommend coming pitching your stuff here, dump all your bags, and then enjoy the area without all your kit.
There's no electric for tents, but they were kind enough to charge our power bank in the office, so that was alright.
Yeah, that's essential to us, but it seems like they're offering that pretty freely. I heard him say on the phone to somebody else they don't have the license in to put the power points in. I don't know what that is, but you know, the UK is full of red tape, making everything difficult for business owners, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Right, once again we get to come out of our campsite and we start Kirkstone Pass immediately again. It's just such a great way to start your day. Oh, I nearly forgot, we never did get to try it out, but this is the Brothers Water Inn, so you got a pub here as well if you like a beer of an evening.
Is that an actual pub, you think?
It is a pub and restaurant. The campsite is called Skyside Camping Park on the Kirkstone Pass. As I say, highly recommend that one.
I would definitely get back here at some point.
Yeah, I'll save this one on our maps of campsite for lists. If we come back to Lake District, it's definitely where you'd stay.
Let's enjoy this pass one more time.
That is the only thing about the Lake District we've found, is that you will have to double back on a lot of the roads, but you know, there's worse roads to have to do, you know, a few times, isn't there? I'm really excited about today. I've been plotting the markers on the map and it's going to be a great day, and the sun's shining again. It's just awesome, isn't it? Caught up another biker here. Not quite sure what we've got here. It's a cruiser of some kind. Wow, those pipes, it can only be a couple of inches off the floor. He must catch them all the time when he's going right. Not sure what that is. Quite a small little cruiser. It's funny, I feel like I need to overtake, not because I need to overtake the other biker because he's going too slow, but I just want to have a look, see what he's got. Curiosity and all that. I'll tell you what he has got is a very large strap hanging down past his indicator near the rear wheel. Don't fancy that much. Look in your mirror, that view behind us, absolutely stunning. If you haven't already, the previous episode will show you this pass in great detail, and it's just beautiful. From the drone in the sky, it's absolutely epic. You! Stop, have a look. I just told him to stop. I don't know if he's figured it out. Have a look at that strap on your back, mate. It's flapping around the rear wheel. Put him inside the bag. Yeah. Ride safe, bud. That's a Virago 535, I believe he had there. Those older bikes, they just go on and on, don't they? P-Reg, so I think that's 1996, something like that. Nice and simple, nothing to go wrong. In the town of Kirkby, Lonsdale, and this is Devil's Bridge, which is a well-known gathering spot for bikers. So we're passing by, we thought it'd be rude not to stop and grab a little drink. There's a burger van there, which I have sampled before, but that one's shut today. But there is an ice cream van, so we're going to get a drink. Well, just look at the effect that a sunny Tuesday has here at the bridge. Lots out to play today. Really nice interceptor there. Quite like the classic look of those. Triumph Trophy 1200. The CB 500. As I was saying the other day at the local bike night we were at, what's brilliant about these things is that it doesn't matter what type of bike you got. There's a Harley parked next to an adventure bike, parked next to a speed triple there. Nobody cares what you got. We all just love to gather together, have an ice cream, enjoy each other's bikes. Probably because the reality is, one bike is never enough. So we can obsess about all the different kind of bikes in one place. Right,
you never know, you might see your next bike.
Yeah, or your last one.
You never know.
Right, let's go and get ourselves a nice drink, shall we? This is what it's all about. This is why bikers really come here. Yorkshire Dales ice cream. Well, no ice cream for us yet. I'm not a massive fan of ice cream, if I'm honest. You like an ice cream, don't you?
Yeah, I don't fancy one today.
But an ice cold water, which is definitely needed today. Speaking of water, have a look over this bridge.
So we are on the pretty bridge right now.
Yeah, this is known as Devil's Bridge. I'm not quite sure why. But...
Look at all these people having fun. Everyone's in the water.
That does look really pleasant.
I assume it's not hot, the water. Must be quite cold, there's a river. There's a man down there swimming, and he said to his mates, I'm coming up and I'll jump, so I want to wait for it.
Hey, no.
And I want to see how is he jumping from the top of the bridge to the river. So it could be either a really cool video or a bit of a crime scene. I don't know.
Well, just remember, if ever you want to go base jumping or parachute jumping, you don't need the parachute, but you will need it if you want to do it twice. It's not always a good idea. We're at the Devil's Bridge, and this fella here reckons it's a good idea to jump off this wall down there. Fair play to him. I did not fancy that.
He's not coming up? Oh yeah, he is.
There's a big difference between brave and stupid, isn't there? I don't know which one that is. I don't fancy it.
Well, it's cool to see. I don't want to do it myself.
That's a fair old go, isn't it?
That was a cool jump, so glad we got it on the video. And
I'm glad he's all right, more
I'm
importantly.
glad he's all right and everything ended just fine.
Right, let's finish our water, get back to our bikes. We've got so much more to see today.
Yeah, let's do that.
The fantastic thing about places like this is that bikes come and go all the time. This wasn't here, I'm sure of it when we come by. That's the GT 500. I really love this style of bike. It looks really nice. Black and chrome, lots to polish, lots to keep shiny for days like this. Beautiful.
Look, our diver is actually a biker.
Yeah, he's camping too by the looks of it.
All right.
Very nice too. What's that? Versus 1000, is it?
Faradero.
Faradero, that's it, Farrago. Very different.
Alright, we met some absolutely lovely bikers here today.
We did. Thank you, bud. Really nice people. You know, you always meet nice people, don't you, at a place like that. I was speaking to a fella there and he was saying he's a bit upset because glorious weather, but he couldn't go for a ride because his mate's gone away with a wife this week. And I said, why not go away on your own? He said, well, it's not the same on your own. Whilst I appreciate that, you can go for a ride on your own to somewhere like that and just sit down with a coffee and you've got new friends within no time. That bike in front just passed us by as we come out of the junction. That's that GT 550. It smells lovely going down the road here. I'll tell you what, we have been blessed by the biking gods on this trip. The roads have been fantastic, the weather's fantastic, we just keep bumping into nice people because everyone's out doing the same thing. This is what it's all about. I could spend every day of my life doing this and never get bored.
Today so far is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure we're gonna meet some more amazing people and see some more amazing places.
Just going on to the Yorkshire Dales National Park now. Such a pleasure to be in these big wide open spaces. It's funny how it feels so remote even though you've literally just come through a small town and village. I love that feeling of isolation.
Well, I've heard a lot about Yorkshire Dales, so I'm sure it will deliver and it will look beautiful.
I don't know much about Yorkshire, but I think Yorkshiremen have a reputation for being tight with money, that's all I know.
Oh, Yorkshire tea is really good. None of that Tetley or PG tips. You need to have a Yorkshire tea.
Wow, this place is absolutely stunning. We were just saying just now, you know, Devon National Park is fantastic, but we can see why so many people come up around this area because, you know, you got the lakes and you got Yorkshire Moors and everything next door to each other. And just over there we can see the viaduct.
Well, all I can say is that the more I travel around UK, the more it ruins Devon for me, because there is just so many beautiful places in England. I mean, English people, you're so lucky, and there is so much national heritage here. It's unbelievable.
It's so easy for us to take it for granted, and it's really nice to hear your enthusiasm with it because, you know, it does remind us really of what we got. I mean, just look at that viaduct over there, for example. What a thing of beauty that is there. Absolutely stunning. Can we go over it, do you think? No, surely not. It's for the trains, you can't go over it, can you? That was a stupid thing to say, wasn't it? You have to get a train ticket for that.
Well, to be fair, if you go on it, you can't see it.
Ribblehead Viaduct, and there's a visitor centre here as well. Well, you didn't expect to see that today, did you?
Definitely not.
How nice does that look? That's a really old Triumph sat there, gleaming in the sunshine. I don't know, I think I've fallen in love with the old school chrome bikes. There's something really nice about having a bike like that and polishing it up. Just save it for really nice days. Reason 243 as to why I need a new bike.
Yeah, we all need more than one bike anyway.
If you had unlimited space, you would still find reasons, you know, to need more bikes than you could possibly buy.
Well, I want to know, how many bikes would you have if space and money were not a problem?
Every single one in every colour. There is plenty of opportunity, especially on a sunny day like this, to really go fast over these hills and through these roads. Lots of really long, wide, open, straight roads. But I reckon the odds of seeing a speeding van along here are pretty high. Not that I condone speeding, obviously. This route is just epic. Google Maps is working out really well for us. I just don't know if every road around here is this good, or we've just been really lucky. I'm having so much fun along here.
It's just so beautiful. I know we keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I really like riding in the UK, and like you see today, it just keeps surprising us in a positive way.
How about this for a proper Yorkshire looking village? This is exactly what I think of when you say about the Yorkshire Dales. Little small roads and cottages made of stone. A beautiful place.
It's just so charming. I love everything about it. Alright, Yorkshire sheep. Oh, they're scared of the bikes, I guess. I'm not sure you can see exactly what we see on the camera, but I know one thing: I will be back in Yorkshire Dales. This is not the last time I'm riding here.
This is like living in an episode of Heartbeat or something, riding along a film set. Well, amazing Morris Minor there going through these lanes. You couldn't think of a more perfect car to enjoy these places with. Oh, he's let us pilot. Oh, bless him. I was enjoying his old car. Well, we are approaching now a pub which we have saved on our maps of places to visit. But the problem is that neither of us really know why. So, where are we going to park? Here we go.
We are so hungry and so thirsty. The prices are quite high in here, but
yeah, we remembered why touring in the UK does have its downsides.
Yeah, but I've read online that the pie that we went for is actually really good, and also this pub has been built in 1500s, but it was a farmhouse, so since 1800s it became a pub. So
it's really
a very
interesting
good
inside.
Historic place to visit.
If we can get away with it, we'll run around with the camera inside after dinner.
Yeah, but we need to eat something first, because I have 0 powers to walk around right now. But cheers for now. Well,
look at that.
The pie just turned up.
That is a strong positive about travelling in the UK. Proper good food and a pub in every village. Can't go wrong.
Love that. That's what I miss when we can't find food somewhere far.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to be said for touring in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Anything else okay for your coffee drinks?
Yeah.
Yes, but
good for now. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bud.
Apparently, beef dripping chips.
Very good.
Oh, look at that meat. Oh wow.
That is a proper steak and ale pie.
Okay, this was probably worth the £18. I'm just gonna show you inside a little bit.
The hamburger. Hamburger did not come from Hamburg.
It looks like there was loads of filming locations in here.
Bentley explained exactly where
Not
Hamburg
that
came
I
from.
know
He said
any
it
of those.
never came from Hamburg, it was a cut of meat.
We've got a lovely fireplace going on here. It's all electric, but it looks good. On this side, that's a newer extension that's been done on the pub. Everything in this extension is built in such a way that you would never guess it's only built in 2007. Look at the wood. Everything has an olden feel to it. There is so much outdoor sitting area in here. The pub is definitely worth seeing, and the staff have been ever so nice. More importantly, cold drinks and really good food. So the chef is not bad either here. Absolutely beautiful. And when you sit outside, you can enjoy all of those views. If you be coming here, you'll be coming through Grassington or leaving here to Grassington, which is really, really scenic and definitely worth stopping at. We haven't, but maybe tomorrow.
This is David, the landlord of the Craven Arms here, and he's come out and told us there's something inside that we'd like to come and see.
I wanted to see the engine room of the pub.
The engine room of the pub?
Yes.
All right, let's have a look.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay. No such height problems for me.
This is the old peculiar,
Yeah.
which I go to Mussum each week to get from the brewery, because you can't get it in the wooden barrels unless you go and get it.
Oh, okay. So it's a local
A
ale.
very, very special ale.
Nice.
So this used to be the only cellar that the pub had.
Oh wow, quite small.
It's very small. You come through here. Come and have a look at the, I call it the engine room.
All right. Wow. Look at this. You've got a few barrels of beer in here.
We've got it all set up for the weekend because it's going to be a busy weekend.
Okay. Oh, I'm not surprised with the weather as it is.
These are the real ales, the proper ales and things there. I think there's 8 or 9 of them. And then all that's the lagers and things like that, which I've no interest in whatsoever.
You don't like the no?
God.
Only local real stuff for you?
Yeah, the real stuff. You've got to have the real live beer.
Good man.
That usually goes to foreigners. This all goes to local people.
We like to travel a lot, and so whenever we go somewhere, we try to have something that's, you know, as local as possible.
Quite right.
Which is why we ended up at your fine pub, because we heard on the internet about your steak and ale pie, an interesting pub, and that's why we came here.
Well, that's great. It's great you've come.
Amazing. There we go. All local ales, rubbish for the foreigners.
Yes, they are. They're within 20, 30 miles.
All within 20 or 30 miles.
This is the best seller by a long way, and that is only about 5 miles away.
Nice. Fantastic. Thanks for showing us.
Okay.
So this pub has featured in many different films. There is literally a list of them here. Well, what a lovely chap David was. He was so interested in what we were doing that he came out and wanted to show us around his pub. You can tell he's been a landlord there for a long time, and he's very proud of what he's got and the local ales and the local food and things.
Yeah, I wish we asked more questions, but I didn't want to take too much of his time. But this is, like I was saying, everyone in this pub has been very, very friendly. Any questions I had about the pub or the history, they have answered it, and the food is actually really worth the stop.
for us, it's really important to promote great British pubs because, as we know, they are all struggling across the country
Yes.
with the financial situation right now. And pubs like this are unique to Britain. When we travel across Europe and things, you know, of course there's places, restaurants and things like you can stop for food and that, but there's nowhere like a good, homely village pub.
That's one of the things when I moved here from Poland, is that I never knew pubs as they are in this country, and they're absolutely essential for the society here. They're the best thing.
Spend your money at your local pub.
Yes.
Support the landlords, enjoy the local beer. It helps everybody in the economy and you have a great time.
See ya!
What nice people.
This is one of these places we had such a friendly welcome even before the camera came out the box, you know. So we're definitely gonna stop there again if we ever passing by.
Did you pay?
Yes, I paid.
I paid.
I've ordered the food and he asked me, do I want to pay now or later, and I said I'd rather pay now because I might forget.
Yeah, we've never done that yet, but it's always the worry, isn't it?
Oh, imagine mag shot all over Facebook looking for these two that didn't pay a bill.
Well, we had a look online and we've looked at some campsites, but where we are there is no phone signal. That is a common theme I've noticed through these Yorkshire Dales and things. So that's not a problem. We've put in the location of the campsite, but we don't know that we can stay there. We're just gonna have to arrive and see what the situation is. Wow, look at that. That looks like some huge estate house or something in ruins.
Oh wow, it could have been a castle or something.
UK is full of places like this. Each of them got their own unique history and heritage. Somebody real special lived there at one time. That's called the Priest House Old Chapel, Barden Tower. You just wish that you could afford to travel slow enough to stop and investigate every one of these things. But I guess the fact that you can't see everything in one trip is kind of good as well, because it means that you get to repeat it a few years later and, you know, go and see different things in the same beautiful area.
Absolutely right. If you knew every square of Yorkshire Dales, you had no need to come back, would you? Other than revisit the same places.
It's human nature though, isn't it? I think probably by nature we're all greedy and we want to see it all and we want to try it all, we want to ride every road, but that's just not possible.
Riverside. There must be some natural beauty side. Oh my gosh. Look at that abbey down there. Ruins of it. I'm sorry, Rich, but I think we need to stop again.
Wow, I completely agree. I don't know if we can get in there or not. Might be a bit late now, might be closed, 6:20. Don't worry folks, I was going to say we always have a way. Let's find somewhere and send Joni to have a look. Right, well, we found Catgill Farm, which is the campsite we found on Google, but we haven't had any luck actually getting hold of anybody on the phone or anything. Oh, these pretty trees. Please check in before entering the field. Okay. There's your camping field. Campsite car park. There's toilets. Where's reception then? Reception and shop. That looks very close to me. There is a phone number there though. Alright, we'll give them a bell and we'll get back to you. Thank you, buddy. Right, well, we've had a little bit of luck there. They were closed, but there was a phone number on the door and a nice chap come out and has served us, and we've got an electric pitch tonight for £42. We could have been cheaper if we didn't have electric, but we do need to charge our
Everything.
Everything, yeah, we need to charge our everything. Power bank. The power bank then powers everything else, so without that we can't do YouTube. Right, looks like a really nice place here though.
Looks quite posh.
It's amazing how posh a campsite can be, isn't it?
Posh campsite, £42 with electric for 2 people. If we had no electric, it would be I think around 30 or something. So, well, it is what it is, but the last campsite was no electricity, so we're kind of running low.
More importantly, we have somewhere to stay tonight. It does appear that campsites, receptions stop answering the phone sort of 5 o'clock, something like that. We haven't made use of this yet, but we've got the whole awning part on here. But how big does that make this tent? I feel a little bit embarrassed. But you've got to get your money's worth, haven't you? Your 42 quid's worth.
I really like that feature, and the only problem is you need a chair each to enjoy that, but we don't have that with us on this trip.
I'm doing it just for the sake of it. Just because we can. For festivals and as a base camp, that is spot on. You've got shade from the sun, shade from the rain, an area to sit and cook, put all your chairs in and all that. Open the sides up as well, it's all right. This one's really grown on me. What a setup that is, canopy and all. Do you know, I am as proud as I am embarrassed about our insanely large tent, but do you know, it's so good. We've opened up both doors at each end, but the bedroom has the netting compartment on the doors. I'll show you quickly in a minute. But it means you get the air through without any of the midges and bugs and things coming inside, and it just makes life so good on a hot evening like this. This large area in front is really designed as a garage, but what we're missing is a couple of chairs and get your barbecue in that inside. But here's what I mean about the mesh door and one on the other side as well, and it just makes such a good environment inside. And there's just enough room in there for 2 mats and 2 sleeping bags side by side. What more do you need?
Well, now we're gonna do what we do best, which is rest before tomorrow's another day of riding from, well, we are Yorkshire Dales.
We're just
still.
below the, I don't know, where are we? I think we're somewhere south of Yorkshire Dales. We're out of the Yorkshire Dales now anyway. But yeah, as always, we have no real set plan. But if anything, the last few days have been to go by, the next episode is going to be awesome too. So join us there. Don't forget, you can join us also on Facebook, Instagram, and chat to us in the comments. We love to speak with you, and you know, we want to hear about your trips and adventures and ideas too. So until next time, love you, bye.
Bye.